have you here, and I'd like to send you all with something to take home. So I have provided an outline of my speech, and you're free to look at it. You don't have to take notes. Let me tell you a story. It was kind of a gray evening in the middle of March, and late on Friday afternoon, very late in the afternoon, and there was this knock on the door. I answered it, and it was my 90-plus-year-old neighbor, impaired in her posture and her mobility very slow. She had found her way next door to my door to ask for help. One doesn't ignore that. We have lived together for a good number of years. And I said, Gertie, what's the problem? Oh, she said, I can't get my toilets to clear. The sewer must be plugged. And it's Friday evening, and I just don't know who to call. Will you help me? And we did. We proceeded to find that the first call was booked up for the night, as was the second. But the third call would come out promptly, a plumber to come and rescue this lady in distress. And he did. And he applied his skills and his equipment, and he came up with a very bad report. She had, in her 50-plus-year-old home, she had deteriorated plumbing that probably wouldn't stand the rigors of the reamer that goes in and cuts the roots out of the pipeline. So she was distressed. She also had a brand new boarder, not a boarder, but a roomer that was moving in that weekend. Friday night, and the drains don't clear. So I asked her a few questions, and she had tried those things already. And at 92, she was plunging her toilet and finding out it didn't work. So she was distressed. And when the plumber came, he told the gruesome report that, I don't know what I can do for you. But he had tried, and when he pulled his cable out, he had a cluster of roots there. And he said, this is on every tile. At the juncture of every tile, there are roots. And if I go in and start reaming these, we're going to have a bunch of crumbled pipe. You need a new sewer line. I think it's draining, and I think you're okay for tonight, but I cannot guarantee it. And I strongly urge you. Well, with the distress that she was under, she wanted it done now, and so what's it going to cost, and when can you start? And she gave him very false security that he was going to get this job. He took that and ran with it. He sprayed the line well, he did all the prep work as if he had a contract, but he didn't. And now what I would like to do, and my purpose for tonight, is to help you to head off problems with repairs or improvements, urgent, no preparation time, and long-range planning, so that you don't have the angst that she had, the anxiety, and the potential for financial, really, really bad. You'll hear later as I develop this story. So do you have a project? Do you have maintenance to deal with? Or do you have an emergency? Number one, do your preventive maintenance so you don't get backed in a Friday corner with a plugged sewer. Number two, if you're planning a dream improvement or a renovation, let me suggest that you plan it maybe to the nth degree. Define your goals, your desires, what you want, what you need, and put it into an image. And then, after all that proper planning to prevent poor performance, be patient. Don't be impetuous and rush ahead and take shortcuts. And above all, don't be ignorant. And it's that we hate. Ignorance can be corrected, and let me help you do that now. So I'm at the second point, the second bullet point. You have a powerful resource provided by your state of California, and it is the California State Licensing Bureau, accessible with the website that you have. If you go there, I strongly suggest that you view the video. It's kind of human nature. It's a couple, and they're going through some problems, and the refrain of the man was, if I would only have checked, if I had only checked, if I had only checked, and now I'm asking you to check ahead of your performance. Well, here's the first piece of advice. You need a contractor, unless it's a do-yourself project. But mostly, it's going to require a contractor. You need to have a licensed contractor. It's on their business card. It's on their truck door. It's on their publicity. It's there, a 6-digit number that you need to reference and put into that website and get a report. find whether that license is in force. You will find if they have workers' comp. You will find if they are bonded, so they're financially responsible. You will find everything you know to weed out the scams. And you say, well, certainly there aren't any scam artists out there. Well, in today's paper, there's an article on a sting that pulled up 14 people that were operating, and this is just a short scam, 14 people that were operating without legitimate licenses. Now, if you don't have a license, you may not contract work for over $500 in value. That's a small job today. Even on a plumbing repair, that's a small job. If it's over $1,000, you need a license. Okay, you've got the people weeded out that you can't use. You've done that with the website, and I urge you to use it. The website will also tell you if there's pending violations or litigation. You want to negotiate on a clear, concise, specific contract that defines the scope of the job, the quality of appliances or fixtures installed, timing, permits, all sorts of things. You can read it. And you need to get at least 2 bids, preferably more. 3 is a common number. You get those bids, and now you can compare apples to apples if you had a very specific planned layout of your project. And you do need that if you're going to compare bottom line costs. When you finally get to signing, picking one of your choice, and you might also look for referrals. Ask any contractor who gives you a job proposal for a customer referral, someone you can call. You now have picked somebody, and it comes to the day of signing. Don't sign it in a rush. Make sure you understand it all, and also that the restrictions are there, that you know what's on the second page of the contract, the waiver to right cancellation. You have 3 business days that you can change your mind and get out of a contract. Don't sign away that privilege. Gertie did. Gertie left a check of down payment for more than 10%. Illegal. Illegal for him to ask it. She gave it. He cashed it the next day. Saturday, a non-business day. Things were beginning to overroll her with great loss. To bottom line was his bid was 100% above the next person. So I urge you to do your homework. Stamp out ignorance. And may I suggest that if you do all of that, you will have a sweet success as your favorite confection.